In the vast cosmos of comic book universes, the Watchmen stands out as a distinct constellation. But what makes the stars of this universe, Ozymandias, Dr. Manhattan, the Comedian, Nite Owl, and Silk Spectre, so special? Each character is a maze of complex emotions, philosophical quandaries, and moral dilemmas. If you were Ozymandias, would the ends justify the means for you? If you were Dr. Manhattan, how would you cope with the loneliness of omnipotence? As we delve deeper into their world, we not only explore their experiences, but also confront our own assumptions and beliefs. Are you ready to step into their shoes and unravel the complexities of the Watchmen universe? Let's take this journey together. See you there. RORSCHACH. Let's take a deeper dive into the abyss of RORSCHACH's absolutist moral philosophy. Often, we think about morality. We tend to imagine it as a vast spectrum of colors, a sliding scale of sorts where one's actions can fall anywhere between the stark ends of right and wrong. However, RORSCHACH's view of morality is vastly different. He perceives it more like a chessboard, a game of black and white squares, with no room for gray areas. Even RORSCHACH's mask is constantly shifting, yet always stark in its black and white patterns, symbolizes his rigid view of morality. It reflects his perspective of a world divided into good and evil, with no room for shades of gray. The mask is a visual embodiment of his unyielding, dichotomous worldview. Despite the adversity he faces, RORSCHACH remains unwavering in his beliefs. His commitment is reminiscent of a rock standing resolute against a torrential storm, refusing to be eroded. As Edmund Burke famously stated, quote, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." RORSCHACH lives by this mantra, taking a strong stand against evil irrespective of the personal cost. But while his steadfastness is admirable, it also unveils a tragic aspect of his character. RORSCHACH's tunnel vision morality isolates him, much like an island in an ocean, disconnected from the rest of the world. He fails to see the interconnectedness of things, the intricate dance of cause and effect that often blurs the lines of good and evil. This inability to perceive moral nuances often places him at odds with his fellow watchmen, contributing to his solitary path. Another thought-provoking quote from RORSCHACH come to mind when he said, "There is good and there is evil, and evil must be punished. Even in the face of Armageddon, I shall not compromise in this." These words echo his commitment to his uncompromising worldview, a dedication so deep that he is willing to face the end of the world, but not a compromise of his beliefs. Through RORSCHACH, we are invited to examine the implications of moral absolutism. Does it offer clarity, or does it blind us to the complexity of the human condition? As we wrestle with these complexities, it's worth considering the courage it takes to uphold one's principles when they're at odds with the world. But in this determination to uphold justice, how rigid or flexible should our moral compass be? Indeed, RORSCHACH's absolutism becomes a mirror reflecting our own struggle to navigate the turbulent waters of morality in an ever-changing world. Ozymandias. Continuing with our exploration of the Watchmen's universe, we turn our attention to Ozymandias, a character who symbolizes the duality of human capabilities. Ozymandias is the embodiment of human intellect and ambition, showcasing the extent of what humans can achieve. Yet, he also exposes the perilous path that such unchecked potential can lead us down. Imagine Ozymandias as a nuclear reactor, an apparatus of immense power that can both illuminate cities and obliterate them. This dual nature mirrors his actions in the narrative. His plans to obliterate millions of lives to save billions starkly exemplifies the paradox of human potential. That which can create can also destroy. In this decision, Ozymandias embodies the controversial philosophy of Niccolo Machiavelli. The end justifies the means. His actions are steeped in utilitarian principle, where the greater good prevails over individual welfare. This stance is encapsulated in his chilling declaration. I've made myself feel every death, see every innocent face I've murdered to save humanity. This action of Ozymandias brings us face to face with the classic philosophical conundrum known as the trolley problem. If a trolley is careening down a track towards 5 people, but you have the power to divert it towards a track with only one person, would you pull the lever? Would sacrificing one to save 5 be a moral act? Through Ozymandias, the creators of Watchmen force us to grapple with this moral dilemma on a grand scale. Is it permissible to cause harm if it results in a greater good? The Machiavellian approach he takes underlines his resolve and the conviction that horrendous acts serves a greater purpose. As we delve deeper into Ozymandias, we are often compelled to ask, what is the limit of sacrifice for the greater good? Is there a point where the cost becomes too great? Through Ozymandias, we explore the gray area between heroism and villainy, and are forced to question the moral parameters of our own world. We're led to introspect. Do the ends indeed justify the means, and at what cost? In his pursuit of a greater good, Ozymandias treads a path fraught with moral ambiguity, challenging us to reflect on decisions we would make when faced with similar dilemmas. Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan, the seemingly omnipotent being, paints a fascinating image of the paradox of absolute power. His character can be likened to a chess grandmaster who can predict all possible outcomes of the game. Does the thrill of the game still hold when every move, every potential consequence is already mapped out? Dr. Manhattan finds himself wrestling with this conundrum, his omnipotence leaving him grieving of the charm of uncertainty, a quintessential human experience. This sense of detachment from the mystery of life, the joy of the unpredictable, imbues him with a loneliness that's profound. Despite being enveloped by a world bustling with life, with individuals crafting their narratives and existing within the intricate web of their relationships and experiences, he finds himself standing outside, a mere observer. This realization echoes a poignant quote by Robin Williams. I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people who make you feel all alone. This profound sense of loneliness and isolation further underscores the paradox of Dr. Manhattan's existence. As an entity who transcends temporal boundaries, he He's both a part of the universe's grand tapestry and yet profoundly separate. He embodies the paradoxical state of being fundamentally connected with everything, yet feeling utterly alone. In the grand cosmic play, Dr. Manhattan's role is a stark reminder that power and knowledge, in their extreme forms, can ironically result in an intense feeling of solitude. His omnipotence, far from making him feel complete, instead amplifies his isolation, pushing him to the margins of human connection. Thus, we witness the perplexing irony of ultimate power, that it can sometimes leave us feeling more alone than ever. The comedian. The comedian, with his harsh, unflinching outlook, forces us to confront a brutal truth: the potential absurdity of human existence. His character can be likened to a wildfire, terrifying in its destructive power, yet fascinating in its wild, chaotic dance. Similarly, the comedian both frightens and captivates us as he wades through the chaos, fully aware and accepting of the inherent absurdity and unpredictability of life. His stance echoes a sentiment encapsulated by philosopher Lucius Seneca. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Like Seneca, the comedian seems to imply that our fears and suffering often stem not from the external world, but from our perception and understanding of it. This understanding shapes his interactions with the world, providing him with a brutal yet candid clarity. The comedian's perspective is set against a world all too familiar to us, a world standing on the precipice of destruction, where peace is precariously balanced, threatened by the looming specter of nuclear war. The balance of power could shift dramatically with the mere push of a button, plunging civilizations into chaos. Within this chaotic backdrop, the comedian thrives, his laughter a bold defiance in the face of absurdity. His chilling statement, "It's all a joke," serves as a testament to his worldview, dismissing all of human endeavor as a mere jest. It encapsulates his acceptance of life's inherent absurdity and unpredictability, and his choice to confront this truth with humor, albeit of a dark shade. This forces us to ponder upon our own existence. Is there truth to his words? Are our lives and actions fraught with meaning, or are we merely players in an elaborate cosmic joke? The comedian's story urges us to examine our perspectives, our fears, and our understanding of our place in the world. His character serves as a mirror, reflecting an unsettling yet thought-provoking image of an existence, encouraging us to question, understand, and maybe even find humor in the absurdity of life. Nite Owl and Silk Spectre represent the quintessential human need for connection and shared understanding. The relationship, much like binary stars in the cosmos, twirls around each other, illuminating the dark expanses with their intertwined glow. They become gravitational anchors for one another in a universe that often feels unfathomably vast and cold. Nite Owl embodies the internal struggle many experience as they grapple with the disconnect between their past aspirations and present reality. Similarly, Silk Spectre wrestles with the mantle of identity that's been passed down to her, a legacy that she didn't necessarily choose, but nonetheless must bear. Their struggles are a mirror reflecting our personal battles with identity, destiny, and societal expectations. As Friedrich Nietzsche once stated, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. These words resonate deeply with Nite Owl and Silk Spectre's experiences as they fight to assert their individual identities and desires amidst societal pressure and expectation. Nite Owl's confession, quote, "I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of feeling powerless," captures his internal conflict as he yearns to bridge the gap between his past and his present. Despite their individual battles, Nite Owl and Silk Spectre find solace in each other, a testament to the human need for emotional connection and mutual understanding. Through the relationship, we are offered a navigation guide through the labyrinth of personal identity, acceptance, and connection. Their journey underscores the power of shared experiences and mitigating personal struggles, ultimately lighting the path towards self-discovery and acceptance. Thus, much like binary stars, their combined light enriches our understanding of the human spirit's resilience and our inherent need for connection. And there you have it, a deep dive into the intriguingly complex universe of the Watchmen. Each character, from the ruthless Ozymandias to the paradoxically lonely Dr. Manhattan, from the brutally truthful comedian to the emotionally intertwined Nite Owl and Silk Spectre, offers us a mirror reflecting not just the trials of their superpowered experience, but our own human struggles and dilemmas as well. In their stories, we explore the thrilling yet challenging terrains of morality, identity, power, and connection. I would love to hear from you. Which character's journey resonates with you the most? What would you do in their shoes? Let's continue this discussion in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on future deep dives into your favorite characters, businesses, or technology. If you like this video, I recommend checking out the video on the psychology of Omni-Man and Homelander.
You don't know me. I will burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals.
So once again, thank you very much for viewing this video. Have a great day. Take care. Plaid signing out.